Do you know what today is? Of course you do, because you read the title of this video. I am so excited because I got a package in the mail today from Morphe. I ordered the Jawbreaker Palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I don't know how many of you guys are... I'm sorry, I'm starting to hyperventilate. Hold on. I don't know how many of you guys have been excited about this palette. When I saw the picture, you know, the picture of him, like when he held it, and I was like, so I knew I had to get it. And it's been a while since I got a Jeffree Star palette. I got the Beauty Killer palette, his first palette, of course, and then I lived with my cousin a little while ago, and she had the Blood Sugar palette, so I've used that before, and I've used Jeffree Star palettes along the way, but this is my first like big one since he's like worked out all the kinks of the formula. I mean, you know, Blood Sugar changed the game as far as, yeah, you just know.
Are we friends yet?
I mean, like, I know we're kind of like friends, you know?
I mean, like, we're just
having a chat and whatnot.
But like,
do we follow each other on social media? Because if not, we definitely should. So like right here on the screen where you see my shit going there, you should get on that. And while we're at it, I'm gonna go ahead and take a drink of this drink right here. This Mountain Dew, no sponsor. And I give you time to subscribe to my channel, because honestly, I don't know what you're doing with your life. If you want to look at what the Jawbreaker palette is like, see some swatches, we're going to try out an eye and lip look, then you're going to want to keep on watching. Alright, so first things first.
I'm the realist.
Let's take a look at it. I got it out of the box. Saw what the box looks like. The packaging is just like the inverted color scheme of that in the iconic Jeffree Star pink. It is embossed. You can see a little bit of the gloss embossing here with the logo and then the spots around the edges. Now let's take a look at the inside, shall we? Do you want to see this? Like, do you want to see this right now? Alright, here it is. Oh my gosh. Look at her butt. Becky, oh my goodness. Just... Alright, shall we do some swatches? I think we should do some swatches. Go ahead and take my hoodie off. First, we have Virgin. Then we have Good Morning. Then we have Bubblegum. We have Wow. We have Suck. And then we have Licorice. And that is the top row. Did you get in there? Yeah. Those are beautiful. That is a great, and I notice, now, I will say, I always say, don't take finger swatches as the gospel truth, because this is not a brush, this is not your face. Our skin is different all over the body, and so we need to keep that in mind when we are looking at finger swatches and whatnot. But as far as the pigmentation and all of that goes, on just the shades that we've tried so far, alright, brace yourself, let's go ahead and do the second row. Alright, starting on the left hand side there, we have Cute. Then we have I like how there's Suck and probably a good look there using those two. Alright, this one is Gumdrop. This is like the color that I first went to when I saw the palette. That pastel purple.
Oh my.
Gosh.
Alright, now we're getting into the first shimmer shade for the palette, and that is Snack. Just like that. Ooh, that is beautiful. Now we're going in with Brain Freeze. Looks like that there. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Those two pastel, even that, oh my gosh, that shimmer, I cannot right now.
I can just not right now.
Alright, and then the last shade of that row is Jawbreaker. And it is this whitish, silvery with colorful undertones, really. Or like speckle glitter almost. I don't know, it's beautiful. You can see it right there. That's very interesting. I like that. Alright, and now going in with the third shade. The first one on the left. This is And What? Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. It's got a light shimmer to it. I will say that the shimmer on that one isn't too prominent. It's almost like a velvety finish, almost. Alright, second one, Orange Juice. This is a shimmer as well. Okay. Orange Juice didn't come to play. That is stunning. Alright, Sour. Oh my goodness. That's a beautiful green. Alright, Soaked. This is a royal blue matte shade. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Gonna go in with Raspberry, which is kind of this like mauve-y matte shade. That's nice. Looks a slight bit patchy, but that could be just because I have a little bit of the fingernail, or the makeup wipe residue on my finger there. And then the last shade on this row, this is Cotton Candy, and this is packed pretty lightly. There was a good amount of kickback just there when I put my finger in to do this swatch, but this is a pink shimmer shade, and it looks like that.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if you can see that, but it does have a lot of almost fallout. Yeah, see how that fallout went there? So that is, it's a really lightly packed shadow. So you're going to want to, you can even see on there, there's a decent amount of kickback on there. So, okay, so looking at that Cotton Candy shade and just the consistency of it made me wonder, and I was pretty sure that I remembered hearing him say it when he did his reveal video, but this isn't a 100% eyeshadow palette. There are some things in here called pressed pigments, and those are formulas that aren't necessarily eye safe because they may use dyes and stuff like that to keep it vegan and cruelty free. So that being said, most of the time, unless you have like a skin condition or very, very sensitive skin, most of the time all that means is it's going to leave a little bit of staining, generally with your reds and your purple colors. So just be aware of that if you are considering this palette.
Moving on.
The very last row, going in with this beautiful yellow shimmer, and it's called Lemon Drop.
Oh my gosh.
That is... Do you see that? Like, holy shit. Look at that. You can see that from outer space or some shit. Alright, the second color is called Bite Me. It's a purple shimmer, and it is my mom's favorite color, Mother Teresa. Shout out to Mother Teresa. She loves that one. Cherry Wet. This is a matte reddish shade, but more on like the purpley undertones. And then we have some neutral shades here. This is Tasty. It's a matte, like chocolatey brown. Cone, which is this neutral, like transition shade type deal there. And then last but not least, this deep, like navy blue purpley matte shade, Delicious. That is there. Alright, so far so good with the review. Everything looks pretty good. You want to see my setup here? Hi, there you are. There you are. Hello. Hi. Just having swatched it, the consistency is beautiful. It's very much like the blood sugar formulation, so if you are not new to Jeffree's formula, you can be assured that this is a good palette, but we will see how it applies to the eyes. So we're going to go ahead and see what kind of makeup look we can do. And I've been very inspired by Jawbreakers, so this should be fun. Alright, let me scooch in. Just so, come here. Come here. Come here. If you want to smile like this, make sure to keep drinking. Alright, so for this look, of course, I want those colors to pop, and you guys, if you have been watching my channel for any length of time, this is nothing new, but especially fitting today. We're going to go ahead with the Jeffree Star in the shade Drug Lord for his Velour liquid lipsticks, and we're going to use this to prime our eyes. And like I said, this is going to be a bright and colorful look, so we're going to go like all the way up to the eyebrow when we are doing this priming, when we are priming the eyes. I feel like I've been mentioning it in more times I've been recording than I remember, but if you have not seen Coco Peru, she's a drag queen and she is hilarious. You should check her out.
This just bothers me.
Alright, so now that we have that down, what are we going to do? I'm going to... Oh my goodness. Alright. We are going to take a blending brush. This is the JH32. Looks like this. And I'm going to dip into the color Cute, which is this one right here. It's a little bit of a pastel. Well, you get what I'm saying. And we're going to place it on the inside of the eye, like on the crease there, but only the inside. I'm just gonna go just like that. Okay, that was... I tapped off a lot, so maybe it was just... Alright. Now we're starting to get somewhere there with that. Alright. I'm just going to keep it there like that on the inside of the eye. Go ahead and do that to the other one here. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Brain Freeze, which is this pastel-y blue color, on that same brush, and just continue the crease line a little bit, but now we have a little bit of the brighter blue color. there is a lot of kickback in that pan there. I don't know how easy it is to see that, but now I'm going to take the shade Gumdrop, this pastel purple, using the same brush still, and complete the outer corner edge there. Just going back in there with the shade Brain Freeze to deepen up that blue there. Alright, so now that we have that, I'm going to go in with a little bit of a smaller, more like a detail blending brush. This is the JH40. Looks a little something like this. I'm going to go in with the shade Delicious, this deep dark, this deep navy bluish purple matte shade, and we're gonna go ahead and do like the outer edge there and kind of deepen that up there, just like that. See how we're doing that there? Now we're dragging that color up just a little bit into the Brain Freeze blue we have there and kind of fading that to create a deepened crease with that shade Delicious there, that navy bluish shade. You don't really have to worry too much about the outside edge as far as where this white is because of where we're going with the look, and you'll see that in just a second. Okay, so now that we have that deeper shade with the Delicious there in the blue, we are going to take a flat packer brush. I'm going to use the JH41, a flat packer brush, just like that. And we're going to be careful to use it only on one side of the brush. Actually, I'm going to intensify a little bit. We'll give it a little spritz of setting spray. Dip into that shade Cotton Candy. And we're going to work from the inside out. Inside out on the top of the lid there. Okay, so first thing I'm noticing is that there is quite a bit of fallout, if you notice right there along my eye. So that's a downfall. Let's see if we can... Did come off pretty easily though, so that's good. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and dip into it again. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, now we're going to take the other side of that packer brush. So we have our pink on the one side, and now we're going to go ahead and flip it over, and we're going to give it a little spritz again. And then I'm going to dip into the shade Bite Me. This is my mom's favorite shade in the palette. And we're going to go ahead and marry the Delicious color there on the outside and that pink Cotton Candy shade. That is beautiful. Just like that. We're going to go ahead and grab the JH42, which is this fluffy little packer brush, and we're going to dip into the shade Orange Juice, which is that shimmery orange shade, and pop it underneath right here. That is pigmented, honey. And now I'm going to take the other side of that brush and I'm going to dip into the shade Jawbreaker. Put it right in the center. Alright, now I'm going to go in with a little bit of a liner brush, and this is just a Wet n Wild liner brush, just like that, and I'm going to go in with the shade Soaked, which is this royal blue color, and we're going to use that. That is some pigmentation, honey. Alright, now we need some lashes with the Benefit Mascara Roller Lash Black. Alright, and then because this is a little bit of a more bold, colorful, big look, I am going to go ahead and do the bottom lashes as well. Now, to get that brow bone taken care of, we are going to take another little blending brush. I think I'm going to go in with that JH42 again to the shade Virgin. Let's see if I can really brighten up that inner corner though. Oh my gosh. Did you see that?
Okay, Jeffree. Okay, girl, I see you. I see you.
Beautiful. Yes. Okay. There is a little bit of fallout on that palette, so yes. Okay, but we are not done with this look. We're gonna go in with the lips now. I'm gonna go in with the Jeffree Star Drug Lord for the base of the lip color. Alright, so now that we have the Drug Lord on, we're going to go back into our Jawbreaker palette, and I'm going to take a liner brush like this, and I'm going to take a round top blending brush like this. If you're following along, this is a JH39. The liner brush is just a Wet n Wild lining brush. And now we're going to emulate the design of this on the lips. So let's go ahead and do that. One of the colors that I noticed, first of all, a lot of course, is Jeffree Star's pink. So let's go ahead and do a line of pink And you want to make sure that you stop at the edge of that white when you're doing this as well. Go ahead and take that round top and let's do some, I see the bright blue, but let's do an orange, maybe go into the shade Suck. Then we'll go ahead and do a dot of the soaked blue. Alright, now we're going to go back in with that liner brush again, and I'm going to pick up that orange shade. Let's do orange juice this time, that shimmery one. Now, before I get too dark of a shade, I'm going to go in with that soaked and connect these two over here. Alright, so once again the camera shut off, but we're back. In between now and then, all I did was add a little bit of green speckles, and this is a really easy lip look if you're doing lip art because it's very random. Don't have to be specific, and yeah, it looks good. So let's go ahead and highlight, shall we? Now, this collection did come with a highlighting palette, but I did not get it. The shades look beautiful, but not something that I'm going to be reaching for a whole lot. However, I do have a couple other of his highlighting palettes, and we're going to use those to give us that bold Jeffree Star glow. So first and foremost, I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to douse it with some setting spray. And then I'm going to go into the 24 Karat Jeffree Star highlighting palette and go into the shade Legendary right here. And we're going to oh my goodness, you can see it from a space station. And pigmented, honey. Bitch, you don't even know. And now I'm going to go into the Northern Lights highlighting palette. This formula is different. This is the Supreme Frost, and this is just the regular Skin Frost. So this is a little bit more intense. I think it's a little bit more of a wet look. Cool tone shades here. I'm going to go ahead and do some more setting spray there. And I'm going to go into this shade, this blue shade Below Freezing. And go right over top of that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're not going for a, you know, natural look today. Yes, going right over top of that, kind of tracing it out so we get that pink underneath, but then we get that blue, so we're getting very much like a purple sheen. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a JH42, that little fluffy packer brush, and I'm going to do the very same thing I just did, but we're going to go ahead and do this on the nose. Alright. And that is that. Alright, so this is the completed look, I guess. This is like multiple looks in one. No, this is just a simple light glam kind of look, you know, just wanted to come at it naturally, so, you know. So all in all, I say that the Jawbreaker palette is probably like an 8 or 9 out of 10 for me. The shadows blended really nicely. They were very pigmented. A couple of them were a little kickbacky, fallouty, but other than that, they blended super nicely. Felt super nice. I stand. I would definitely recommend the Jawbreaker palette if that is a little bit above your price point, or if a lot of colors kind of paralyzes you a little bit. Then he also has the Mini Breaker palette, which is a smaller variation of this one. It has a couple different colors that aren't on this, but some of them that are, and that's only $28 for 9 different shades. So that's that. Yeah. So if you got the Jawbreaker palette, let me know in the comments below what you thought of it, or if you try a look out like this, whether it's with this palette or a different palette, you snap a picture, tag me in it, I want to see. I really like this lip look. This is like the first time I've really done lip art necessarily, and
I live.
So, yeah. But like I said, I'm gonna go party like a rock star, party like it's 2006, and I will see you in the next one. But if you want to, you know, connect with me before then, you can follow me on social media. My stuff's right here for you, or it's also in the description box below. Don't forget to like this video if you liked this video. If you didn't,
Forget about it.
and if you want more content like this showing up in your feed, then make sure to subscribe to my channel. But all of that being said, it's time to go eat a Jawbreaker, cause
Definitely need another one of those, huh?
alright, well, until next time guys, stay inspired and you will find what you're looking for.
Thanks for checking out my content here on YouTube. If it brought value to your life in any way, please subscribe so that you'll be notified when I upload more. Until next time, stay inspired and you'll find what you're looking for.